Hello and welcome to RGR Football. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe bar and the notification bell there. Make sure you get all our future content. Today's episode of Chiefs Concerns is brought to you by your host, me, Danilo DiGiulio, aka ThunderDan88, across all social media. Check me out on all the platforms: Instagram, Facebook, Gaming, Twitch, here on YouTube, Twitter, etc. ThunderDan88, and check out my show on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Chiefs Chat. We were off this week. Tonight we're going to do a show in about 20 minutes. It's going to be about midnight East Coast time. I'm bringing you this week's chief concern is my draft crush, left tackle position, Brady Christensen out of BYU. Now, a couple of my friends over at RGR Football are going to raise their eyebrow, I'm certain, at this idea of Brady Christensen playing left tackle because, you know, that's all he did in college was play left tackle, and all he did was protect one of the highest rated quarterbacks in college football right now, projected to go in the top 2, depending on which pundit you listen to. He's the first or second best quarterback coming off of the board, Zach Wilson. Brady Christensen's biggest problem is that they say his arms are too short because they're under 33 inches long. His arms are measured around 32 and a half inches or 32 and a quarter, depending on who you ask. That's either they're this much too short or they're that much too short. Okay, this is a quarter inch. This is a 1 inch square piece of paper. For some perspective, it wouldn't even make a good monocle. Okay, now you're going to talk about guys in the draft that are going to be other positions that, oh, he projects as a left tackle because his arms are long enough. This guy projects from right tackle to left. This guy projects from he can play guard or left tackle. Yet Jackson Carman, who played left tackle for Clemson and protected the number 1 quarterback in the draft, and this fellow Brady Christensen, who played left tackle at BYU and protected Zach Wilson, somehow it's questionable as to whether they can play left tackle in the pros. I submit to you, dear viewer, that he's going to make a great left tackle in the pros, and I'll tell you why. He compares very nicely to one man we all know very well, Eric Fisher. Now, Eric Fisher did have 34-inch arms. 34 and a little bit over. Okay, Brady Christensen, like I said, is an inch or two shorter than that. The cutoff's supposed to be 33 inches. I think it's ridiculous. You can either play the spot or you cannot play the spot. And if you played it at a high level in college, chances are you're going to be pretty darn good in the pros. And at the very least, he's going to be better than anybody we have on the roster right now at left tackle. He's played in front of a quarterback who's mobile, who runs around a lot, and has a big cannon for an arm and can throw from all kinds of platforms. Does it sound like anyone you know? Yes, Zach Wilson has a very similar play style to Patrick Mahomes. And Brady Christensen's pass rush win rate, meaning pass rushers who beat him, their win rate was best in the nation for years since 2014. 0.8%. Not 8%, not 1%. 0.8% of the time they beat him. That's amazing. That's incredible. That's winning left tackle play as far as I'm concerned. Now, how well does he compare to Eric Fisher? I already told you Eric Fisher's arms were longer. Eric Fisher came out of a smaller college and was projected as the number 1 overall pick in the draft, which is where he went. But depending on who you asked, they rated him anywhere between not as good as Luke Joeckel, we know how that turned out, and better than Joe Staley. Maybe not, but pretty close. Okay, I think he's a solid number 2 in that group of 3 people. He came into the Chiefs and he took over Brandon Albert's spot. Brandon Albert, who, like another guy that people want to trade for right now, said he'd only play left tackle. Pretty sure that was part of the reason Brandon Albert went out of town, was because he was demanding to play a specific position. And if Andy Reid and the staff didn't like it back then, I think post Super Bowl win and second Super Bowl appearance, they're not going to like it now. So I think we can forget Orlando Brown. Getting back to Brady and his comparison to Eric Fisher. I know I'm going to go all over the place a little bit, but I'm giving you all the reasons I like this guy. Now, the straight up measurables. The kid is an athlete. People questioned his athleticism, said limited athleticism as a tackle. I'm going to show people some footage tonight on Chiefs Chat and on, just go over there and check it out. Okay, this has got to be a short video for time on RGR, but I'm going to give you the stats. All right, Eric Fisher, great athletic tackle. His shuttle drill was the only drill where he beat Brady Christensen. His shuttle drill was 4.44 seconds. Brady's was 4.46. Now extend that out to the 40-yard dash. Eric Fisher, if you watch his highlights, a lot of clips, especially on run plays, obviously, where he's way downfield, running down there looking for another guy to hit. Brady's the same kind of cat. Eric Fisher's 40 time was 5.05. Brady's was 4.89. 4.89 is faster than a lot of tight ends in the draft. unfortunately, there's not a lot of Kyle Pittses out there. But 4.89 for a tackle is amazing. All right, his bench, that's important for tackle. You got to have that chest strength. Eric Fisher put up 27. Brady Christensen put up 30. Eric's got good leg explosion. He's a good athlete. Eric's vertical inch was 28.5. Brady's was 34 inches. And then broad jump, which shows the initial explosion and punch out of your 3-point stance, or some of them semi 3-point stance nowadays. Eric Fisher's broad jump was 9 feet 8 inches. Brady Christensen set the record for the combine, 10 feet 4 inches. 10 feet 4. He did his first jump, 10 feet 4, and fell back. You fall on your ass, it doesn't count. Second jump, he did 10 feet 1. Wasn't happy with 10-1 as a left tackle prospect. This is another thing I like about him. His competitiveness. He lined back up again, said, let's do it again. He jumped again, and he nailed the 10-4 and stuck the landing. The kid is an athlete. He's more explosive than people think. Andy's a BYU guy. Why wouldn't Andy love this kid? All this kid wants to do is win. All he wants to do is compete. He's used to playing in front of quarterbacks that are kind of all over the place. A la Patrick Mahomes when it comes to pockets breaking down, etc. on the other side, which, you know what? He's probably not going to have to worry about because he's going to have Joe Thuney right there next to him. And then next to Joe Thuney is going to be a solid center. And next to that, you know what's going on this offseason. The whole offensive line is getting revamped. Plugging in a left tackle rookie like Brady Christensen just seems like a no-brainer to me. He's probably going to be there possibly top of the second round or later. We don't know yet. But if all the other tackles that everybody fell in love with are gone at the bottom of the first round and the Chiefs took him, I wouldn't lose a night's sleep. Don't sleep on Brady Christensen. As always, go Chiefs.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more and subscribe to RGR Football.